Hello everyone, welcome to our podcast,
Beyond Stigma.
I'm Sibo.
I am Arpana.
Arpana, would you like to start with a brief introduction about what we are talking about today?
Sure. Today we will be talking about emotional dismissing parents and emotional coaching parents.
Wonderful. I'm just curious about what are the differences between these two parents.
Yes, these are major topics in today's society. Let's talk about it.
Let's dive into it.
So, have you ever heard from parents that, I know I need to take care of my children's emotions, but who is taking care of mine?
Yes, I hear this from parents all the time.
If so, I must tell you, you are not alone.
Well, let's be honest, it is a valid question.
But have you ever stopped to wonder why this feeling arises?
And why does caring for a children's emotions sometimes feel so exhausting?
Even unfair.
You know, here is the thing. This question isn't just about parenting. It's actually a window into something deeper.
I agree. When you feel this way, it's not just frustration in the moment. It likely reflects an unmet emotional need within yourself, a projection of unresolved feelings of injustice, or even past emotional deprivation.
Wow, that's impressive. Actually, this question is a valuable starting point for self-reflection.
True. So now, I would like to invite you to take 2 deep breaths.
I'm ready. Take your first deep breath in through your nose. Breathe out through your mouth. Next one, breathe in. Breathe out.
How do you feel now?
I feel relaxing and safe. How about you?
I feel great.
Great.
Now let's examine 2 questions about ourselves.
I'm ready.
Did you in your own childhood lacked sufficient emotional support?
Good
Or
question.
did you grow up without being understood, comforted, or emotionally validated?
Wow, impressive questions. You do make me think about these questions from a broader cultural perspective. Like in my culture, many of us have experienced emotional neglect or suppression while growing up. Like at home and in school, we were often expected to be obedient, not cry, not make troubles for other people, and seek validation by being a good child in the eyes of others.
I definitely agree to that. I have witnessed and experienced the same things.
Right? I think this can lead to some certain psychological conflict in some parents.
Yes, on one hand, they envy their children for receiving emotional support, yet on the other, they unconsciously resist this concept due to their own unresolved childhood wounds. As a result, they instinctively push back against it.
Yes, as teachers and parents, we definitely need to take our time to reflect on our journeys and our own, mental state.
Right.
That being said, of course, we need to acknowledge parental burnout because it can also contribute to resistance toward focusing on a child's emotions. Think about that. If someone has been living in a prolonged state of high stress and self-sacrifice, habitually ignoring their own emotional needs, then hearing that they should prioritize their children's emotions definitely can create an internal imbalance.
This can trigger thoughts like, why am I always the one taking care of others? What about my own needs? This reflects a depletion of psychological resources or a diminished sense of self-worth.
So what we're talking about is this feeling of always taking care of others while neglecting yourself doesn't just come out of nowhere. It often starts in childhood, especially in families where emotions were dismissed or ignored. If you grew up with parents who minimized your feelings, saying things like, you are overreacting or just get over it, you may have learned that your needs weren't as important as keeping the peace or taking care of others.
Absolutely. But we have a choice to stop being an emotional, dismissing parents.
Yes, we have a choice. We will break them down in our later episodes, along with the parents you may want to become, emotional coaching parents.
Yes, 100%. So stay tuned, guys.